They think what you think about them, and I will show you how. But before that, do you know that there is a very powerful tool that you possess that can change the way a specific person perceives you? You use this tool daily, and the majority of people use it unconsciously. But once you begin using it consciously, you will see a shift in your specific person's behavior towards you. They will literally chase you and pursue you. No matter what your current circumstances are, they will change, and everything will work out in your favor only if you use this tool consciously. Inside each of us, there are seeds that are waiting to bloom. To have our desired fruit, we have to choose these seeds wisely. In the garden of our minds, we plant and nurture these seeds unconsciously. The seeds that I am referring to here are called inner dialogue. Yes, I am talking about the monologues, the dialogues that you repeat within yourself every day. When you go out and you notice someone looking at you, you have this dialogue. What are they looking at? Is there something wrong with me? Is there something on my face? When someone is acting rudely toward you, your inner dialogue consists of cursing them and getting even with them. When someone doesn't pick up your call, you have an inner dialogue. Are they busy or are they ignoring me? Like this, you plant the seeds in the garden of your mind. You form assumptions about people in your reality, and with time, you persist in these assumptions. And by persisting, I mean repeating these assumptions and believing them to be true. Then these assumptions become true in your reality. As Neville Goddard said, an assumption, though false, that is, although reason and the senses deny it, if persisted in, will harden into fact. These inner dialogues form assumptions, and these assumptions become your reality, which is why your specific person thinks what you think about them. Many people who consciously choose their inner dialogues witness a massive shift in their reality. I have seen people using this technique and getting results. Some people say that they speak to a specific person in their imagination every day. Like when they are about to prepare lunch, in their imagination, they have this inner conversation with their specific person. They discuss it with them. Apart from this, they also discuss their day with a specific person in their imagination. Also, if they are going for a walk in the garden, they talk to their specific person in their imagination, telling them how beautiful the flowers are, how pleasant the sky looks, how birds are chirping, and how beautiful the butterfly looks. Like this, they consciously choose the dialogues with their specific person in their imagination. The results were astonishing. The external reality changed, and their specific person reached out to them. They started having these fun conversations, and they started hanging out with them. The inner voice is that tool that you possess. It is the tool that you use daily, and it actually runs your life. Everything starts with thoughts, and the thoughts become your reality. Therefore, it is highly important to consciously choose these thoughts every day, and at every moment of time. Positive thinking will let you do everything better than negative thinking will. Once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you will start seeing positive results. Have you ever noticed that faith and fear are derived from believing in something that we cannot see yet? Fear is based on a negative mindset, assuming the worst-case scenarios and imagining them. Faith is based on a positive mindset where you trust that future events will be better than yesterday, and everything will work out in your favor. Always choose faith over fear, as both are derived from believing something that you cannot see. Faith is loyalty to the unseen reality. Now you might be wondering about how to conduct these inner dialogues correctly. Well, the answer is simple and easy. It is about constructing dialogues and conversations that match your desired state of reality. Neville says that, if my conversations determine the things that project themselves upon the screen of space in my world, until I change my conversations, I cannot change the forms. For that is the principle upon which man depends for the sameness of forms in transmitted life. If these forms that come out, good, bad, and indifferent, are the results of my conversations, then I must change my conversations. Knowing this principle, it doesn't really matter if what appears now to be a lie, an assumption, though false, if persisted in, will harden into fact. So, now you are going to put that principle into operation. We will make an assumption. I will assume that things are as I want them to be. Now I will carry on a conversation based upon that assumption. And that controlled inner conversation will be possibly my greatest success, my greatest conversation ever, far, far greater than the conversations that we hold at a dinner party. What conversations are you choosing to entertain? What inner dialogues are you choosing consciously? Just relax, let go of all the worries, and imagine that you are having a lovely conversation with your specific person. Just construct it, have fun with it, and don't make it a serious task. Imagination has to be fun and creative. If you don't have any idea, then observe couples and watch couple vlogs. You will know in what kind of conversations couples engage. If you want to manifest a relationship with a specific person, then the key is to have this inner conversation in your imagination as if it were happening right now. Just close your eyes and focus on it. Get aware of it. Your mind will automatically present you with ideas. Hear your specific person's voice in your mind. It is easy to do it. as there is a uniqueness in everyone's voice. They speak in different tones and have a special way of pronouncing words. There is a woman who pronounces the word wow very differently. I can imagine hearing her say, wow, right now, and by doing so, I get familiar with her voice. Also, she says my friend in a unique way, and I can easily imagine her voice. Now, when I do it, I get aware of how she speaks, and I recall her voice. Now, if I want to manifest a relationship with her, if I get a desire, then it will be easy for me to have this lovely conversation with her from a place of already being in a relationship with her. Like, just now I went for breakfast, and after that I was walking on my terrace for 10 minutes. During this 10-minute walk, my body was walking on autopilot, and my imagination was engaged in having a conversation with a person that I have not spoken with in the last 3 years. In my imagination, I constructed a conversation from a place where we talk regularly, and I was having this fun, teasing conversation with her. We are talking about all sorts of senseless things and making fun of each other. I was enjoying that conversation, and from her voice, it was evident she was having fun too. Also, I asked her to join me on a trip to the mountains at the end of the month. It may look childish, but this is how you use the inner conversation technique to manifest your desired outcome. Now, I also have a choice to think that we haven't spoken for 3 years, that she does not want to talk to me, that we will never meet in the future, and that she won't call me. But I want to ask you, will such a conversation be beneficial for me? Would such a conversation would change my state and make me happy? Would such a conversation do harm? Of course, you know the answer. We all have choices, and we are all creatures of habit where we indulge in conversations. I prefer conversations where they change my state and fill me with joy and happiness. I prefer conversations that make me feel alive. It is never about a specific person. It is about how you feel and what concepts you hold about yourself. I have seen people who are always on a journey where they complain and find problems with themselves. They constantly complain about being victims, and they focus on their own flaws and weaknesses. They forget their strengths. They forget the good things about them. If you are among them too, then there is only one piece of advice that can literally help you. I heard this in a video, and it gave me goosebumps. It says, treat yourself like someone you love. If you follow this advice, you will change your reality very easily. Remember the time when you started loving someone. At that time, you remembered all the little things about the person you loved. You knew which coffee was their favorite. You knew what they enjoyed doing. You knew their favorite place, and you knew their favorite food. Also, when that person was sad and they used to say that they looked ugly or unattractive, you would straight away tell them that they were beautiful and attractive. In fact, they were the most attractive person that you had met. Like that, you always tried to change their mood. You always tried to make them feel better. But when it comes to you, you never did it. You just drowned in the pool of sadness. You forgot that the only person that matters is you. You forgot that you are enough and that you are important. In the end, only you matter. You are in this physical body having experiences in this 3D reality. You have to live your life fully and completely. Many people would come and go in your reality, but what matters most is how you are living, what you are believing, and what you are accepting as true for yourself. What you do or say to other people does not matter, and this is something that you will come to encounter again and again with practice. The only thing that matters is your state of consciousness, the state from which you view the world, and the set of beliefs that run through your mind. If these beliefs are positive and uplifting and you have a growth mindset, then you will live in heaven. Otherwise, you are living in hell. Hell and heaven are here only. You go there by choice, by your state of consciousness. So always assume better than you know. If you are someone who finds it difficult to get into a state of having a relationship with a specific person, then I have designed an affirmation tape that you just have to listen to for a few days. It will truly change your state and feelings. Just click on the first video that comes at the end of the screen.